How's it going, YouTube? Billy's Blues, Backwards Billy, whatever y'all want to call me. Back at it again. I don't think it's been too long since I've done a video, but there's been too many things come out. I mean, there's been some stuff here and there that's pretty good that did come out. Caught Stealing came out, that's pretty good. Now I'm going YouTube stupid. I'm trying to think of what else. Anyway, doesn't matter. Sorry I even mentioned it, but there has been a couple of movies that came out that were pretty decent. However, the Criterion collection's going on, and I think there's about maybe 2 more weeks left of that. So I just wanted to do a video just to show you a couple of them that I like and that I suggest. I only have about 200 of them. I ran into somebody actually at Barnes & Noble whenever the sale first started. Excuse me, probably the beginning of November, and he had somewhere around 500 of them. So it was slightly embarrassing for me, because I thought, wow, I've got a lot. Turns out I really didn't. But here are just a couple of my suggestions, and I'm sure that there's plenty more out there that's good, and even ones you guys suggest. But first one on the list is Mean Streets. I had to get this one whenever it came out in the 4K transfer, just because I don't know, I feel like this is one of the staples of, with Martin Scorsese and the beginning of his career. Robert De Niro and him teaming up, was it 72, 73, and the 4K transfer on this is amazing. Harvey Keitel is an amazing actor. Seeing him, seeing him younger in film, and then seeing in the 4K how New York looks and things like that. This was a really good movie. It is more of like a gangster movie I guess in a small way, or a big way, I don't know. Either way, it's still a pretty intense movie, especially for the mid-70s. I'm sure that people were a little bit shocked by it. I couldn't imagine how people were whenever Taxi Driver ended up coming out, but definitely suggest Mean Streets if you haven't seen it. Or if you have seen it, definitely check out the 4K, just because it's a really good transfer. Criterion does a good job even with their Blu-rays, so their 4Ks are just amazing. I hope I say this right. Ikuru? Either way. Don't make fun of me. But this is the Kurosawa's, one of his movies that, what year was this? 52. Wow. I didn't know that. Honestly, I just saw this movie last year for the first time. It's definitely one I want to revisit again soon. I just think that, I think his style of directing is just amazing, and I have more than several of his movies. I have Dreams, actually, that I haven't even watched yet, and I definitely want to check that one out as well. But this one is about a gentleman who goes to the doctor and finds out that he has a form of cancer, and I think he starts to kind of look back on his life and want to live his life more and more. And it was such an amazing movie. It's very moving, in the sense, with his family. I think doesn't he come into contact with somebody like his daughter or something? Anyway, I need to rewatch it again, but I really suggest this movie. I went past this movie several times and just bypassed it, and finally somebody had suggested it from one of the other pages that I follow, and really enjoyed it. Let's put this up here. All of Us Strangers. This was one of my favorites from last year. I did get the 4K. I don't know why. Probably could have just gone with the Blu-ray, but this is more of a drama, and it is about a gentleman who he's a grown-up, and he's, I guess, coming out to his parents that he's gay. And on top of that as well, just other things that he had to deal with as a kid. Then he starts a new relationship as well, and there's so much more to it that I don't want to give anything away. Definitely don't want to spoil anything. I want to tell you as little as possible about it, but this is a very sad movie. It's very, very sad. Really, really good. I would give it another watch, at some point. When it was over, it definitely surprised me, and I did not think that I would hold it high up on a ranking of movies like I did last year. I think my favorite movie last year was Love Lies Bleeding, and that hands down was really really good. This I think I did a video last year ranking the video or the movies that I really liked throughout the year, and this one was great. If you are in the mood for a drama, this is definitely the way to go. Kind of turning the page on a couple of these now. No Country for Old Men. I feel like if you haven't seen this, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I'm just going to tell you that the Coen brothers are amazing. This book is amazing too, and the 4K on this is excellent. I saw at one point it was sold out, then it came back. I haven't checked it in a while just because I have it, so there was no reason to really, um, to keep searching for it. Anyway, if you find this in a 4K, man, get it. Out of any of these that I talk about, if you haven't seen No Country for Old Men or you have seen it and you just want the 4K and you find it, just get it. It's amazing. The acting is amazing. The sound, everything about this movie is it's a classic film in my opinion, and I strongly suggest it for anyone who hasn't seen it. And even like I said, even if you have, pick it up and watch it again. No Country for Old Men is awesome. Ooh. Menace to Society. I remember watching this whenever I was really young, and I never thought that this would come to Criterion. This one is a very gritty movie, and it's very, very serious. I love all the artwork and all the love and attention they put, into doing this. This is essentially about two gentlemen that are growing up in pretty much rough neighborhoods in LA, and the trials and tribulations that they go through. And this one was really really good. Like I said, I remember seeing this whenever I was really young, so I was really excited to have this in a 4K transfer. I had it on DVD and VHS actually, but so I upgraded from DVD to the 4K some time ago whenever it came out. But this one's really good. Like I said, it's more gritty. It's more that's what I'm looking for. I guess it's another type of gangster movie, but it's definitely more on the realistic side. So if you do watch it, just heads up, it's real. Shifting gears, the piano, also with Harvey Keitel. Not a family movie. I will say that. The piano. I also saw this whenever I was pretty young when I saw this, and I remember sneaking it because my mom had rented it from Blockbuster, and for some reason I had wanted to watch it. So I remember taking it and watching it on my own. And dear God, probably should have waited a couple years because I was like, man, I'm gonna get in so much trouble watching this movie. But essentially, it is about a woman who is mute, but she can play the piano really well, and she lost her husband, and her daughter travel so that she can go and meet up with a gentleman to get married to him. There's other things that happen. Like I said, I don't like spoiling too many things, and I don't want people to know too much about movies. All I'm going to say is that the score for this movie is amazing. I'm pretty sure Holly Hunter won an Academy Award for this, for her performance in this. This is really, really good. This is really good. Super duper good. Don't watch it with the kids though. You can definitely watch this one with the kids, although they probably won't want to. And I've suggested this movie more than a few times. And I know I have at least on this channel, on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I thought I talked about it on there too, but excuse me, I don't know why I keep burping. Anyway, In the Mood for Love was probably one of my favorite movies the year that I saw it. This came out in 2000. I probably didn't see it, well, whenever the 4K came out. But anyway, I like that they did a different cover art for this compared to the Blu-ray. This is about a man and a woman who are neighbors, and their wife and husband, who they're married to, end up having an affair. And then the two of them, they become close, but they agree to not have an affair in that way. If you catch my drift. And I feel like they end up losing, something. I feel like they end up losing a piece of what their life could have been in the mix. And there's a lot of dialogue in it. It's definitely more of a character study. I had to get the 4K. I know you can't see it; it's backwards, but whatever. But anyway, this is a really good one, and it's definitely different than all the rest of these. Not as, not as intense. And last but not least, La Bamba. I don't know how I feel about the cover. I wish they would have done a 4K with this. So I have a few things I wish they would have done better. All in all, I remember having this on VHS whenever I was really little. Seeing it now, I watched it, was it last year or year before that it came out? But rewatching it as an adult, there's things that I didn't realize what was going on in the movie. So yeah, there's that. However, this movie's amazing. I love the music in it. I love the acting in it. Obviously, it's a very sad story if you know how it goes, especially if you grew up around that time frame. But this was one of my favorites whenever I was a kid, more so because of the music, and I hadn't heard that kind of music, whenever I was 4 and 5 years old when this came out. 87. I was 3 when this came out. So yeah, I saw this when I was about 4 or 5. But this is definitely a good one. Definitely a piece of history. Maybe they'll come out with a 4K and maybe fix it up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but if you're in the mood for something different than this, than the rest of these, this one's really good. That's about it, guys. I just wanted to suggest a couple of ones that I have, and be interested to know whatever you guys picked up, and just hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.